beautiful soul. Welcome to Rooted in the Divine. I'm happy to have you here with me. Today I want to try something different. I created a spread, so it's a sacred harmony spread. I'm excited. I'm nerve-sighted because I'm sharing it. Recovering perfectionist, so it's a big deal for me. But if I can do it, you can definitely do it. I'm here, you're here, we're here. Let's make this happen, okay? So I'm just gonna do this. It's just gonna happen, okay? Flow with me as we do this, okay? Relax. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so it is right here so that I can see it because that's where I have it. All right, so anywho, it is a sacred harmony spread, and the first question is so this is for the collective, for you. If it resonates, great, let me know, okay? All right, so what within you is asking for harmony right now? I also wanted to play with the different types of cards to see what would come up in terms of, like, you could use any kind of deck. Could you get your messages, that you're looking for? So what within you is asking for harmony right now? All right, so we have, well, that is interesting and beautiful and opposite ends, but it matters because you need to get that root in tune to get that third eye in tune. So that is beautiful. Can you see it? Shoot, you can't see it. All right, so it says the root chakra. This chakra's key concepts are safety, security, physicality, and basic human needs. Its color is a rich vermilion red, and its element is earth. Let's see, can I show you there? There we go. The other one that came with it, this is beautiful. This is an affirmation. I am connected with my higher self. Let me see if I can show that to you. And if you can hear that, that screaming in the background, which I hope you can't, but if you can, I'm a mom, so it happens. Okay, so the next question is, where is self-care being neglected or needing more love? Where is self-care being neglected or needing more love? All right. I think that was two of them again. Nope, just one. What is it? The throat. Why am I whatever. Okay. The throat. The throat chakra is located in the region. Hold on. Nerve-sighted, bouncing around. Does anyone else do that when you're reading? Your eyes just pick somewhere to go and it's like not where it's supposed to start at. Anyways, it says, this chakra is located in the region of the throat, jaw, neck, and mouth. This chakra is associated with communication, creativity, and self-expression. So that is beautiful. Your throat chakra. Where is self-care being neglected or needing more love? It's a call to recenter your needs and your sacred boundaries. So it's beautiful. Are you speaking up for yourself in a way that feels good to you? Are you making sure that how you actually feel, you're speaking that? And if not, it's a beautiful invitation to work on these things, That's the whole point of it, is like have fun, but be able to get that, I could work on my throat. I could make sure that I'm aligning myself with how I actually feel and speaking up for myself. So the third one is, what patterns or distractions are pulling you away from your rituals? What patterns or distractions are pulling you away from your rituals? Ooh. All right, solar plexus. Let's see, balancing the sacral chakra. So we have solar plexus and chakra work coming up. So what patterns or distractions are pulling you away from your rituals? This uncovers unconscious habits or energy leaks that disrupt your sacred consistency. So solar plexus. This chakra's key concepts are personal power, identity, opinion, intellect, and action. This chakra's color is yellow and its element is fire. And then we have an affirmation. It says, "The fire within me burns through all blocks and fears." That's beautiful. And then this is balancing the sacral chakra. Often the sacral chakra, often with the sacral chakra, we carry negative energy from previous relationships. Emotional baggage can build up in your system and leave you feeling out of balance with your mind and body. A useful exercise can be to create notes of any negative emotions you feel about a certain person in your life, past or present. Write down the name of the person and the emotion you want to rid yourself of. Then you can literally toss it away or burn it, whichever ceremonial way you choose. Let your past emotions evaporate with the notes. So that's beautiful. So this is, yeah, that's because it got 3 cards, huh? It came out with 3. I'm like, huh? That's funny. So, what patterns or distractions are pulling you away from your rituals? Any old relationships, any old baggage? That is definitely something to look into. So it's beautiful because it's touching on these things that can really just loosen you up and get you feeling in a higher vibration. All right. So 4, what self-care ritual would nourish you most at this time? What self-care ritual would nourish you most at this time? And this is guidance for grounding and replenishing. So it's a practice you can return to, or something that you're, let's see. What self-care ritual would nourish you most at this time? 4. That's too many. Heart chakra yoga poses, balancing the chakras. It's 4, but it is what it is. Throat chakra affirmation and throat chakra stones. That is interesting. What self-care rituals would nourish you most at this time? So, connecting with the heart, balancing all the chakras. I would definitely say a call of balancing all of the chakras is really going to be beneficial because it's touching on each part. So maybe try doing a cleansing. A cleansing would be good. How far over can I go? I have no idea because I don't utilize this whole desk. I'm not used to it. All right, so how can you turn the ordinary into a sacred act of care? How can you turn the ordinary into a sacred act of care? How can Affirmations. How can you turn the ordinary into a sacred act of care? Throat Chakra affirmations. I live in my truth. I communicate my truth. I am the truth. A gentle reminder that self-care doesn't have to be grand, just intentional. So communicating that even with yourself, it doesn't have to be this big grand thing if you can't do it right now. If you don't have the time for that, start where you can. You know, it's an invitation to allow yourself to connect, to slow down, but being able to speak to yourself with love and kindness. Also, crackers. I know you can probably hear her. It's a reminder. But here's the other thing too, is in the same sense, I don't want to stifle this one's throat chakra, her fun. But there has to be a balance of, let's have some balance, you know? So yes, while I'm filming, please don't scream your face off. However, have fun. Find a balance, right? So that's a conversation that I will have to have. But then they get excited. You get excited and it's like, you know, because she's in there playing with her friends and whatnot. So in balance, find your space. It's funny, the shout throat. And as I'm speaking all crazy too, throat chakra affirmations, which really pulls it all together. It's really a beautiful thing. The final one, the sixth card, the sixth pull, is a message from Spirit. So what's going to open up for you when you honor your rituals? When you take that time to honor yourself. So what's the message from Spirit? And now she's quiet. It would be so cool if she was a little bit louder when I could like drown it out, you know. And now you can just hear me in the cards. All right. My fearless freedom lights up the world. Where should I? Does that? Nah, you cannot see that. So what if I do? Bear with me. My fearless freedom lights up the world. That's beautiful. Your throat chakra, right? Your fearless freedom. And it's not even just the throat chakra. It's all of it. It is the root, the third eye, your solar plexus. What is it? Your heart. So the big things here is the root, your third eye, the solar plexus, the heart chakra. Yeah, and the throat. There's a lot of throat action here, which is beautiful because that's you speaking up to yourself, even if you got to start in here. So speaking up in here and having a nice... Okay, now I'm going to have a conversation with her now, because that's not cool. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry if you heard that. That scared the crap out of me. And now my eyes twitching. All right, so anyways, it is a beautiful invitation to work on these parts of you. Oh, I am so trying to not have to. Wow. talk about throwing you off your game here. All right. Okay, so it's a really beautiful invitation to clear your throat, have that conversation with yourself, a kind conversation of what you really want, you know, and starting with your self-care routine. What things really work for you or feel good to you? What do you really want? And an invitation for you, like a sacred way for you to sit and make time to figure it out. Create that space. Get a notebook or a journal, whichever. Light a candle, use some oils, and allow yourself to set that sacred space for you to sit and just say, okay, body, what do I really want? What really feels good to me and what nurtures me? With kindness, because it's so interesting how you can be trying to have a pleasant conversation or a normal conversation in your head. You're like trying to think through, well, what is it that I want? And then all of a sudden you have an intrusive thought. You're like, whoa, that was real rude. Well, you have to be able to check that, you know. Have those conversations with yourself. That gives you that ability to work on clearing it, because it's from the inside out. So there's a lot of beautiful ways to work on connecting with these chakras and clearing and touching and healing them, you know. So have fun exploring that. Thank you for hanging out with me if you've made it all the way to the end. I truly appreciate you while I'm learning how to step out of my comfort zone and become an imperfectionist. I'm trying to just allow, because perfectionism, we all know, if you know, you know. So I am a recovering perfectionist, and I am working on just giving myself that little mantra of imperfection is beauty. It gets to be okay. You can be an imperfectionist. That doesn't mean that we're intentionally messing it up. Doesn't mean that we care any less. It just means we are not going to hold ourselves to a standard that is impossible to hit. The standard that is detrimental, because we can't attain perfection because we're human. She's in there gaming. They're in there on the floppa, so she gets a little excited, which is fine. I normally don't mind. So thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for allowing me to move through my mom moments and my human moments and show up here and be me. So I hope that something here you're able to take away. I look forward to doing another one next month, because I do want to pick a theme, because I think it would be really beautiful to have a theme for the month and be able to work on that, because it just makes it easier, you know. So I look forward to sharing that with you and creating that sacred space for us to all be able to take that time to work on the self-care, because as we work on the inside, the outside just becomes more beautiful, and it gives you the ability to be calm and to just enjoy the things around you, and it takes time and effort. So have the most amazing day, beautiful soul. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you on the next one.